Yet very little is known about this town. 680 kilometers from Nairobi. The roads, even from Nairobi just to that direction, have been non-existent for the most part of that period, that 100 years. Now, I saw a statement from the PS in charge of Interior, Raymond Omolo, talking about even the number of roads within the town itself. And as when Odede says, this appears to be the one president out of the 5 who's actually given a bit of attention to this side. Don't you agree?
Well, we know why that is happening. I mean, the president is also looking at his support base, and he wants to, kind of somehow declare that the northeastern and eastern side of this country is his support base. We've seen from the appointments of the government that have happened, he has paid a bit an attention that attracts the eye as far as this particular region is concerned. Obviously, it is the game of the tyranny of numbers, Fred. I mean, whenever you're looking into, rules in one big region, you want to replace it with perhaps many small ones. So I'm not surprised that this attention is being given to Wajir. But this reminds me of the past, where we used to see developments going or being dashed to where the presidency is visiting. I believe as a country we have come of age, 60-something years after independence, we should not be developing areas that we intend to visit and showcase. I mean, development should be consistent in terms of how they fall, because there is a lot of money going on there. And you've just said it here, that for many years, we've not been seeing development going to these sides. The other day, the second deputy president of the Republic of Kenya had the leaders from some of these regions, come out up in arms when he asked them the simple question of where has the devolved funds that you've been receiving been going. I mean, we want to see what you've been doing with the money. And I think you can now see that everybody wants to prove that there is accountability in what they've received. Without such kind of leaders calling out people and pointing out that, wait a minute, you've received 500 billion for this particular period of time. We want to see where you've been putting this money to. But of course, if you go there and compare, in terms of what it is that we've been shown on television versus the amount of money they've received, you're still going to realize that there's a huge gap. There's no balance whatsoever, in terms of the money they have received versus the development or infrastructure they've been able to develop. There's no comparison. And again, when you look at this stadium, Fred, you need to ask yourselves the questions that many people may not necessarily find, that how are we going to maintain it? How many government infrastructures have you seen completely dilapidated because of lack of maintenance thereof? I mean, a stadium of this nature, whether 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 60,000, need to be properly maintained. The facilities installed need to be properly taken care of. We've seen, vandalism taking place in many government installations after, such an event has happened, and maybe probably somebody is thinking nobody's coming back here. So it is important for the people of Wajir to take care of those facilities as if they're, somebody is coming to launch another event there tomorrow. So we do not want to again here or find one of your journalists going back there and showing us pictures that we don't want to see.
All right.
So it is important to also take care of these things once they're installed.
So the theme of this year's Madaraka Day celebrations is education, skills, and the future. And there was a debate a few months back about the concentration of schools in one particular region in Kenya. This is probably one of the best opportunities to showcase some of the facilities, academic facilities in that region as well, the Wajir High School. I've seen even the stadium, quite a number of school-going children in their school uniform. Probably an opportunity for them to showcase some of what they have to offer, and as far as education is concerned.
Yes, Fred. I think we have to really call it out that the earlier presidents we had did a lot of injustice to some of the parts of this country, and it has to be called out, because places like Wajir we are now looking at were actually used as punishment areas. You probably not new to this. At some point, even civil servants were being punished by being transferred to Mandera, Wajir, or I mean, it was just wrong. So a time like this, you'd realize, like you've said, that Wajir is a town that is 100 years. But then, even the towns that came the other day are 10 or 20 times better than Wajir. Why? Because somebody deliberately decided to neglect these places. I mean, we can't say they didn't know Wajir needed all this. We can't say they didn't know the Kenyans live in Wajir and deserve much as the other parts of the country. So when it is time to say it, let's just say it. But again, in the spirit of moving forward, it would be great to encourage governments of the day to continue looking at other parts of this country that have been neglected, to actually bring focus on them, so that if tomorrow my son has been sent to Wajir, they don't cry because they have had serious stories that Wajir, you can't find water, you can't find this. So your son could say, I mean, Dad, it's okay, I'll go there, I will live there, I'll go to school there, interact with the people there. Let's not keep some parts of this country as punishment venues, where if you're a police officer and you have made a mistake, then your boss takes you to Wajir or Mandera. I mean, it's not nice.